Dovahkiin that was supposed to be both a journey and Vilja from Ivanvale. Along the way and stopped to Helgen, 2 people in the land, to subdue the bandits. A pendant that was committed in the land of Helgen I was delivered after thieves subdued. Arrived in Varstead, it was taking a temporary rest.
Good morning. Did you sleep well last night?
It was a pleasant after a long bed.
Good morning. I wonder was to make the armor in dark watch across in today.
Oh, the or and then 3 days? Make armor and then say waiting long.
It's surprising with you to the blacksmith and I'm worth something new. It is probably the presence of the legend that overthrew the evil dragon. Or rather different from the image to make the weapon times like this.
Really amazing is not it myself. I just was amazing the servant who had traveled together at that time. Desire only just have had a little different forces with other. Desire's armored the mastering fellowest to fully that made, so I just overthrew the dragon.
Well, I'll also say that master craftsman able to generate armor to be able to defeat even the dragon. The thing of honor to allow using the armor that such master craftsmen have made.
Desire learn a little blacksmithing in Whiterun only. On the map takes less than half a day away, so you can arrive at what will happen I don't know. Try to begin to move in early. Well, asked about the bard speaking last night at the inn dogwood flute with Khajiit our innkeeper. Such person is memory using the innkeeper didn't said.
But I was also asked to employees, was told that similar. I wonder not visited in Rift region?
Rift region because there are other inn. I cannot get assuming things as soon as possible to even better results.
Think about speaking earlier. Take and climb the 7,000 stairs. I have a hermit. You have mastered the way of the voice. Dragonbone, and I've heard that it has received the teachings of the way of the voice is called to the hermit us.
Certainly received the teachings. His teachings preached the Khajiit in Greybeard's history was for the first time seems to be. However, for ideas to his own discipline Greybeard seems somewhat violent wind. Hover wind in the mountains become a storm. Fluttering in wind is good, and my thing is making like the Greybeards. Part of the concept of there is in that desire can relate.
The voice of power have, the never seem to use the teachings of the hermit us.
It's such a place. Wait for.
What happened?
Saw the shadow moves forward. It would be better we're wary. That was apparently a abode of trolls is like.
As usual, finesse is good. My turn as there was no.
Along the highway in and trolls, that's quite dangerous. Before the damage? Or not even.
What? What thing?
At the back of the dugout in Stormcloak soldiers dead. Died for the wrong information. He dispatched the garrison located. If you drop reported in passing only to do.
What happened?
That's the mission orders. Until the drop is feeling like a garrison near the in-laws do report this matter is upheld. Let's go now, want to hurry to travel for the purposes of each other. From here you can check Eldergleam Sanctuary. Let us against the map.
Finally I can arrive to Eldergleam Sanctuary.
Funny. They're on the map as far as Eldergleam Sanctuary you can also better.
What happened?
Around the map in clumps of trees that's supposed to be. That's not imagined or buildings such as temples and is easy to understand.
I know the destination sanctuary. You'll want to close to the front of the mine in order to attain the armor. It might be obtained Eldergleam Sanctuary of information at the mine. Let's priority is to arrive in there.
That's so. Guards, as well, should be referred to as soldier. Why do soldiers guarding this place?
We from here along the river have been dispatched from Fort Amal there a little downstream. Are you guarding the land, but not enough to put a guard scale, because the land, that cannot be ignored to the extent that it is allowed to stand, but we'll be honest. The produced metal is purified and sent to various parts for use in Windhelm territory. Fort Amal is an important base responsible for the metal distribution. We are proud to work to support the Windhelm.
Windhelm territory, other iron and steel, malachite and ebony as it looks like the specialty. And if this war continues, do not you have benefited as a source of revenue?
I think that's certainly true with respect to iron and steel. I would about respect malachite and ebony. Because I do not know only that of the individual mine, or not it be better to have heard the superior officer, who is in fort for more things.
Forge for processing the ingots in this mine is not.
Here is purified the ore, not only is equipped with facilities for great cities. I'm done in a different location, and you want to create something.
Get paid taking the time to work, thank you.
Don't mind.
Do you know where in this vicinity there is a blast furnace?
There is memory there was a blast furnace in most nearby field like by stood dark water crossing too.
It is not wrong as information. Although not wrong. Not.
What? Now for the voice logger?
Surprise, I'm sorry. Thought I could make the armor once you arrive at that, here is apparently not fulfilled it. And equipment used to process it can be refined to make the armor material, but there's no. The translation facilities to refine the or when she came to mind before the armor to make things had gotten to procrastinate. Such things is something that so I think it does not go.
I think was talking about the journey also not afford to think quite even life in Helgen is not so my God that things proceed in swimmingly. And because the armor of things to that you wait patiently done back quote to worry.
Let's go to Eldergleam Sanctuary after purification the hand of ore.
Was it? Not do take time until they carry to cool the ingot.
It's certainly true, but wait until overnight metal cools, do not then do you restless and then towards the Eldergleam tomorrow?
If me saying so, you get to let me presume to act. But what about the treatment of the purified ingot?
This way, how about it? Soldiers, listen to me. Ours want to go from this to Eldergleam Sanctuary, but I also worry that the ore to be purified. It is bad, but here as is not stolen things to be purified from good overnight if you are a work of escort, or will not get to see?
What's although not matter at the extent that the amount is applied just a little to the original work.
This is what? It would be less fun its work guard in this land.
Oh. When absorbing its choice excellent. Tonight it's comfortable warm yourself likely.
It was good. It's another one. When Eldergleam Sanctuary confirmed from the hill, they want to know if you know but I couldn't find a thing.
Where do you want to go to Eldergleam Sanctuary? The first time to visit those who listen to all the same like that. That place have been in a cave, it is not possible to check in from the hill.
In a cave. To me I listened to it, had gone to the local. Thank you for the valuable information. I now ask you ingots.
That information is me keep thinking even with courtesy of good wine.
It's only good if you ask the appropriate people in like this. So let heading to Eldergleam Sanctuary is finish the purification of the ingot. Whether this cave is so able to find it if it is not heard in advance I would have been difficult.
Yeah, but we were able to arrive finally at the destination in this. Do not know how I represent the throbbing of this chest. You know, the sanctuary is their plan to protect this land for generations. I also ordered to meet the people of his family who is looking for this land. I want to pass the bottle that I have to people of the clan.
That's where the person to look?
Yeah, looking to us together. I'll try to hear went ahead.
Looks like she found the other watchman.
It had bottle is not it had gotten a little less contents at the time that I met with you. The thing about that, it was no longer we have to talk to her for a while. I with her do not have to a few days talking just maybe. Because there will be things to do to you too. Want you to give priority to it.
Borrow among Fort Smith area to train your armor Dazay is okay, I think. This evening so that to rent a bed. Not to join in the fort after talking with her?
Okay, talk with her and I headed to the finished one's Fort Tamal.
Desire be tempered with armor. I want come receive the ingots refined when you come to the fort.
Eldergleam Sanctuary that arrived at last. The Viking heading to Fort Tamal in order to train the armor of Vilja. The story begins to move. What?